Girl, the Texas hottest that hopped on the track and they got the girl shook. Let's get into it. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. It's a joke. It's a game. Come on, girl. Yes, I love me some Here I Am by Nicki Minaj. Y'all know I am a PRN Nicki Minaj fan as needed. But I don't mind defending folks when it needs to be. I think Nicki Minaj gets a lot of disrespect sometimes. Sometimes it's rightfully so. But girl, I'm like as needed, like Barb sometimes. But girl, I don't stand for nobody but King of Reeds and the Chase. Y'all know what it is. But what is going on, y'all? Welcome to another King of Reeds video. A lot to joke about, girl. A lot of things to clown about. It's been an interesting week, girl. We got some new music. We got some new drama. We got some new things to laugh about. All these things. So we're going to talk about it. But before we get into any of this, girl, y'all know what we got to do. We got to do our mental check-in. So how am I feeling? I'm feeling great today. It is the last Thursday in the month of, what is this, April? Girl, the month is getting confused. But it's the last Thursday, it's the 30th. I want to get this King of Reeds video out for y'all later on. This about it later on this evening. I'm recording at 4 o'clock, so y'all probably won't get to like 6 something or 7 o'clock, girl. But it's going to be out. But I'm feeling good. Like, mental space is really good. I have decided to do something really, really cute tomorrow. So tomorrow, this is the thing that's got getting my spirit high. Like tomorrow afternoon on my Instagram, King of Reeds, I am going to be posting something and asking for those who are essential workers and folks who just need some money to post their Cash Apps, their Venmos or whatever, and I am going to be sending cash to these people. You don't necessarily have to follow me on Instagram to get it. You don't have to even be a fan of me, but I'm gonna be going through and just giving folks money as much as I can. And also for those who are, you know, want to participate, want to give back to people, you can donate to these people directly. You can see these folks in their Cash Apps and they, you know, they whatever they use, and you can start sending them stuff too. But I want to provide lunch for some essential workers, but I'm not gonna just stop it at just essential workers. Like, I want to do that, but I'm like, if folks want to take this money and do something else with it, girl, listen, I ain't gonna say, where's your proof of you being an essential worker? I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna be one of the people saying, write me a struggle essay so I can send you some money. I ain't doing all that. So post it tomorrow. Be prepared for that. I'm gonna post a post on Instagram for that. Please don't post it on YouTube, because YouTube is very, very anti that when folks be posting stuff and on YouTube and they be blocking it sometimes. So Instagram does a good job of that. So be prepared for that. I'm gonna post it. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be a specific post for that. So for the people who want to donate and don't be on Instagram and want to help these folks out, you can send it to me and make sure that you mark it and say, hey, this is for the donation thing tomorrow. Like, mark it and say, this is for the Instagram Essential Workers donation thing. Make sure you outline and say it, and I'll be giving money out tomorrow. I cannot wait to do that. I'm really excited, so be prepared for that. King of Reeds is the Instagram name. So stay tuned for that. Yes, but that's good. I'm excited about doing that. It's been a long week. We got some things to talk about, girl. We got new music. We got new music coming out later on tonight with Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj. They said Nicki gonna be singing on the track on the Say So remix. We also have Savage remix with Beyonce. Girl, it's a lot, honey. Gets it from Tina. So let's go and get into the tea for today. So girl, y'all know I am not a big music person. There was a snippet release of Savage. And it had like a small, like 20-second clip of Beyonce rapping her part. And I went on Instagram Live yesterday because I went to go get something. When I went to go get some food or something, I probably always go and get food. But I went to somewhere and I was on Instagram Live and I was talking about it. When I listened to the 20 seconds, I didn't like it. But when I listened to the whole song, I was like, girl, is this real? When I heard the snippet, I said, this is real, but when is it coming out? They dropped it on Tidal, and then they also dropped it on YouTube. The girls went up for it. They talked about it all on, they talked about it, girl. And some folks said, why is it not number one on iTunes? But I think it's not on number one on iTunes because it's not on iTunes. Like, they're still trying to push Tidal. And girl, I don't think nobody is. Is it on there? Yeah, Savage Remix is not on there. It is not on there, girl. They is trying to push Tidal, and I really don't blame them. But girl, I'm just not interested in Tidal like that. I don't see her. But it's on YouTube. When I heard the full thing, I liked it. I liked it. I was like, okay, it's kind of growing on me. You know, sometimes I like to hear Beyonce talk her mess. Bow Down was like one of those songs that I was just like, yes, I love it. This is kind of giving me a little bit of that. When you look at the writers, Jay-Z is on there, Sean Carter I think is on there. And some girls are saying that that sounds like a Jay-Z lyric. That sounds like some Jay-Z wrote. I wouldn't be surprised, like they lay in the bed hopefully every night. Yeah, like it's kind of like why did I get married too? Like when what's her name said, Devin, this is my money. But girl, you've been laying in the bed with me telling me about your stuff and I'm giving you input and all that. So girl, I helped you, like it's your stuff, but you bounced ideas off of me. So we are one, girl. So yes, you need to split the money from them profit from them books, from that book you sold. Come on, Janet Jackson. But I wouldn't be surprised if Sean helped B right there. But it's cute. She mentioned something about OnlyFans, and the girls were talking about that. The girls was like, yes, Beyonce supports sex workers, da da da. And I think we think that like all of them, all sex workers are just on OnlyFans. And if you don't know what OnlyFans is, like girls, only a lot of folks asked me, I dropped my video yesterday talking about OnlyFans. What's OnlyFans? So OnlyFans is a subscription service. You can control the content, you can put whatever content you want. It's not like YouTube or Vimeo, or what is it? Vimeo or whatever. It's not like these other places where you can't post content like that. You can post R-rated content, and a lot of like folks who do porn and stuff, they post it on OnlyFans, and you're just the fans too, and some couple of other ones. So OnlyFans is one of those things. So Beyonce made a little verse and she talked about that. The girls went up for it. Some folks said, I don't know how to feel about that. Like hopping on this trendy stuff and Beyonce talking about OnlyFans and, you know, quote unquote, you know, supporting sex workers when it's really not. It's just kind of trendy. I've been enjoying the conversation about Beyonce. I've been enjoying the conversation, critiquing the lyrics and stuff. I think people criticize everything. Like they're critics, and I think sometimes we don't understand that. Like, you can enjoy your artist and someone critiquing them does not take away from you. I love Marvel versus DC. I love Marvel. I don't like DC like that. People dragging Marvel all day long is not going to make me not interested in Marvel. I think Marvel is doing really good with their cinematic universe. I think DC does good with their animation and stuff. So like that. So people critique stuff, people break down everything. That's just what we do. That's what humans do. And I think some folks get really pressed when their faves get critiqued. At the end of the day, Beyonce is hoarding wealth. She is a millionaire. She's rapped about it. She's talked about being a billionaire. She's even had a purse, a $1 billion purse thing with money on there. Like, that's what it is. Like, I love her. I can love and appreciate her, but I also can critique her. And that's just what it is. And I think some folks, I don't like this notion that someone cannot be critiqued. Even I can be critiqued. There's been some people who critiqued me on saying some stuff. Someone criticized me for making a joke about folks in jail, in prison, selling themselves for ramen noodles. I posted it on Instagram. Somebody criticized me and said, Justin, that ain't it. Like, that's not funny. And I deleted it. Girl, that's just what it is. Like, I was like, damn, once I thought about it, I was like, okay, because I'm very much interested in listening to understand versus listening to respond. Shout out to Aisha from the Grapevine. I like, that's my mantra that I've taken from her. So I want to listen to understand before I just say, oh, no, that ain't what I meant. Like, we can laugh. I don't like these, oh, you need to let folks enjoy things. You need to let folks enjoy things. Like, I think at certain moments, yes, but I think sometimes letting people enjoy things is what got us in a situation that we are in now. And I think sometimes we don't understand that people enjoying things causes harm to other folks sometimes. Beyonce is hoarding wealth. She's a billionaire, whatever. Matthew Knowles says she worth $1 billion or whatever. Like, sis has, like, and she raps and talks about it. She's not the only one. There's other celebrities that do that. Now, they did say the proceeds from Savage Remix will be going to COVID-19 relief. I have little things to say about that. I feel like you need to be matching that or something. Like, girl, like, we need your money too. You need to give some money. Some folks are like, no, they don't have to do nothing. You're right. Nobody has to do anything, and that's why we are in the situations that we are in now, because nobody doesn't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything, but that's the issue. It's like, that doesn't affect me, so I don't have to do that. Yeah, even legislators and all these other folks, they should be, you know, doing what they're doing. These Republicans should be out here caring for their folks. But these Democrats should be. Nancy Pelosi should be out here doing some stuff. Joe Biden should be getting critiqued for the Tara Reade situation. Like, all of these things can be happening. All of these things can be existing and stuff at the same time. But it's just like, no, it can't. Girl, it's a lie. I'm not gonna get into the political stuff, but that whole Joe Biden, Tara Reade stuff, that is a lie. Woo, girl. Woo, it's too much. Like, I can only do stuff in bits. But Beyonce can be critiqued. Everybody can be critiqued, and you can still enjoy the music too. And that's on you. So don't tell folks not to critique it. That's all I'm saying. So moving on, like the song. Is it a really, really, really good song for me? I don't know. It's still growing on me, but it like some stuff just takes time for me. Some stuff are like, yes. Bow Down came out, loved it. Ring the Alarm came out, loved it. Some songs just have to grow on me, and I have to like it. Say So remix with Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj. I like singing Nicki. 27 don't like it. I love singing Nicki. I love singing Nicki. I love it. So if she gonna be singing, give me some pop, I'm gonna probably like it. I'm probably gonna like it. But Say So is not my favorite song by Doja Cat. Rules is actually my favorite song. And Moo, like, those are my favorite songs by Doja Cat. But I'm interested in what's gonna happen with the new music. People gonna like it. Check it out, like all of that. I hope it does really good. I love that Nicki Minaj and Doja did. Doja! I love when Nicki speaks like that. Doja! So I'm happy for them. What's funny is that Doja was just like holding some of the crazy barbs accountable on Twitter. She said, girl, they are crazy. Some of these barbs are crazy. They got nothing going on. But they doing music together. Can't wait. Think that is beautiful. The girls have been shady. And I bumped into heads with one of my little followers, Negro Clark King. You know who you are. The Cardi B fans came out and they were upset at some folks throwing shade and saying that Cardi B was stuck in the house while everybody else, the rap girls, were releasing music and she ain't got nothing going on. And folks was like, well, Cardi is good, da-da-da, she got #1 singles, da-da-da. Do y'all know, I didn't even know that Missy Elliott does not have a #1? I did not know that. Missy Elliott has hits for days. Like, look, I was struggling playing the trumpet at Tresman High School and trying to play all of Missy Elliott's music back in 2003 to 2005. And Missy got hits, but I can't believe she did not have one #1. So people use that to shade Nicki Minaj. And I think that people, like, we need to stop thinking that, oh, to be considered an icon, you need to have #1, like you need to be almost mainstream. There are a lot of folks who are extremely talented and don't get that mainstream appeal because some of the stuff is just, it doesn't, like some folks just ain't interested. It doesn't take away from their creative craft and all of that. But the Cardi B fans was mad, but y'all do that same stuff when Cardi's releasing music and she's getting a Grammy, she's getting all of these things. Y'all shade Nicki, y'all bring, like everybody does it, both sides do it. Yeah, you don't probably participate in it, but your side does it. So you telling the Cardi fans, oh, y'all need to do this and that, when y'all do the same thing. Like, Nicki Minaj has some new music coming out and working with other folks, now y'all throwing up in Cardi face. Cardi gonna do something with somebody else, then y'all gonna be throwing a Nicki. Like, all of y'all do it. Stan culture, y'all are the problem, honestly. And I really don't, it's really hard for me to like understand stan culture because I think it is very sick and it's very twisted because I don't stand for nobody. That's probably the only thing I'll take from the Bible is that false idol stuff. I just don't like it. I don't like I just am not a fan of it. Like, girl, some of y'all just be kind of crazy and just, it's not that serious. And honestly, the folks who be out here doing all this, y'all ain't even getting paid. Y'all not getting no streaming money from Nicki Minaj. Y'all not getting no streaming money from Cardi B. Y'all not getting no Grammy. You can't even touch the Grammy. So why are you sitting here doing it by somebody who barely knows you? Even with Beyonce, that shit is like crazy as hell. Now, in my case, me critiquing and going up and doing fan and shaking my titties to it could possibly make me money off of doing it, could possibly give me attention to Cardi B or whatever. But I'm not interested in celebrities supporting me and being by me. I just don't want it, because you have celebrities that'll do something and it's controversial. Now your politic is challenged because of your relationship with that celebrity, and I just don't want that. I don't want that. It's a hard choice. It's a very hard choice, and a lot of folks who do this work struggle with that. A lot of folks doing this work struggle with getting that attention from these celebs, and also keeping the same politics and the same ideology that they had going in. It's just like people always used to tell me, "Oh, Justin, please don't lose your way." What's the name? Please don't lose your way, girl. I've been doing this almost 10 years, and I am still the same. People know that. People know that, girl. I am not out here finna sell myself out for nothing. I ain't interested in it. So, with that being said, you have a controversial conversation with Kehlani. Kehlani and I think this other rap girl or singer, I'm not sure if this is my first time hearing her name, is Kamaiyah, if I'm saying her name correctly. Kamaiyah and Kehlani and Keisha Cole all got some type of situation going on. It's very confusing to me, so y'all gonna have to probably break it down to me, because I just heard of this girl yesterday. But apparently Kamaiyah, Kehlani, I'm probably not saying her name right at all, and Kehlani and Keisha Cole, all of them had a song together. They all did a song together. The song came out, and I think Kehlani was the only person on the song. So who was it? Was Keisha Cole the only one? Who was the one that got the song, honestly? Whatever. So the song came out, folks was missing off the track. People were raised. So Kamaiyah got on Instagram Live. She started talking about she don't mess with Kehlani, and she kind of alluded that Kehlani probably called her black and ghetto or whatever. So you also got Keisha Cole out here saying that she don't mess with Kehlani or whatever. Like, it's a bunch of feuds going on. So Kehlani has got up and she said, "Girl, all this stuff is a mess. Y'all ain't gonna be, misconstruing what I'm saying. I'm gonna address it. I ain't that. Like, I'm black. My father's black. All of these things." And some people saying, well, just because Kehlani is light skinned does not mean that she probably called some dark skinned girl ghetto and black or whatever. Now, I think the only thing that hurts Kehlani in that is that Kehlani was in a relationship with someone who has known to be a colorist, and that was YG. So it's kind of hard. Like, when people critique you and they are able to place you in certain things, like, yeah, we can say, Kehlani, you probably didn't say that. We don't have no rumor of you. We don't have any recorded anything of you saying it. We don't see anything. But your relation to YG hurts you in that conversation, because YG is a colorist. So, girl, like, proximity, you have to be careful of that. You have to, because someone's politic becomes your politic because your association with them. So you have to be very careful with that. So I like Kehlani. I love her song with her and Cardi B, Ring Ring. I think Kehlani is definitely talented. I think she's a beautiful woman. But they got some criticism for you, girl. They got some criticism for critiques and stuff. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with doing that. But tell me what y'all feel about that and what is going on with this whole conversation, because I was not aware of this alleged beef or any of that. And the girls have been talking about it. The girls have been shining the light on it. So let me know how y'all feel about it. I wonder when Kehlani is going to address this, if she hasn't, while I'm recording and editing this. But girl, keep me up to date. Let me know in the comment section, girl. So Disney is rumored to be working on a Hercules live action, and the girls are talking about who is going to play the muses. Not even who's playing Hercules, but who is playing the muses. Girl, and a lot of folks are saying that Amber Riley should play. I definitely think she should. Definitely. I don't listen to music. I ain't, y'all know how I feel. But I think Amber Riley definitely deserves to be the one in the middle. I don't care. I know y'all put the little thin girl with the, the one desirable one in the front. Put the fat girl in the front. I think Amber Riley should be, they redo it. Have the muses do it, and have the fat girl in the front, period. Have Amber Riley in the front, and have the other girls as backup singers, period. I also think if y'all gonna do it, you need to pay homage to the original muses, the black women who did it. Y'all need to have them, either as, they need to be somewhere in the movie, somewhere. They need to be an Easter egg, girl. I need to see my girls, because they were the ones who made that film. So I know we can't necessarily put them And the new one, I wish we could. It would be nice if they could. But girl, you need to have them somewhere doing something. And they need to be doing something, girl. I think it'd be really cute. I'm actually interested in a Hercules live action. I think it's smart. Now the girls are saying have Ariana Grande be homegirl. No ma'am. The girls, no man, they already getting folks. They already get Ariana Grande confused with who was that girl on Jeopardy? They got her confused with Mariah Carey or something. Like, girl, I don't know what it was, but they thought a black woman was Ariana Grande. I can't think of who it was, but it was a mess. Ariana Grande probably would be cute, but I think Ariana Grande is too big to be playing that role. Give it to somebody else. Somebody saying Hercules, young Hercules should be played by that brown skinned guy, the Roman dude that played this. Did he play in? No, he didn't play in Scandal. He played in the other show about a white woman chasing a white man. What is the name of it? How to Get Away with Murder. Like, girl, that's who they want to play young Hercules. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. He is not that good of an actor. He lame as hell on Twitter. He is so annoying. Please, no. Y'all don't even want to listen to his music. So how the hell he finna play Hercules? Girl, no man. He's the hero. You know we gotta like that. No ma'am. I'm good. Get somebody else. I don't think the Hercules is going to be black. I think y'all hoping and wishing and praying too much. We'll probably get an interracial relationship. Let me tell y'all, girl. And it's like, even with them picking what's her name to play Ariel, girl, she gonna be singing to a white man or another non-black person. You just won't. Disney ain't finna make none of that. The only time they do that is when it's a cartoon to have two black folks. Okay? Simba and Nala, there was an animation. That's the only time. But they ain't finna allow that type of stuff to go on, girl. They just not. They might do it on The Princess and the Frog if they ever redo that, but that be named as a black movie. Not mainstream, not an American movie, but a black movie. Like, pay attention to how they do that. Whenever it's a lot of black folks in the film, it's not longer an American movie or just a movie of mainstream, it's just a black movie. Which I'm okay with, but it kind of puts them in the box and not allow them to get awards and you know, honor and stuff from other things, and I just really don't like it. But that's America. Got to put a little whiteness in it somewhere. Tell me how y'all feel about it. Who is y'all? Somebody said SZA should be in there as a muse. There are a million videos of SZA sounding hot ass man. Sunday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday. How the hell the muses can sing? How the hell is SZA gonna get up there? And then some boy with these thick ass glasses gonna get up here and say, well, I wouldn't mind Lizzo, but I see her girl cheeks more than I see her music. That's because you ain't got the right prescription. Okay? You adjust them thick glasses, sis, and then, girl, bye. Like, you need to get another prescription. That's probably why you don't see it. Honey, we hate to see it. But, SZA, now. Now. SZA as a muse, now. My vote is for Amber Riley being in the middle, in the front, period. I don't know if I know other girls who gonna play. Rihanna, hell no. Rihanna can't sing either. Hell no. The muses were dark skinned, they were brown. Find them. I think they were all dark skinned, Charlie. That's a whole nother conversation. But tell me how y'all feel about that, girl. Let me know who y'all vote for to be the muses, girl. Okay, I want to end it on this. So Mero from Desus and Mero, I always say their name incorrectly. I just can't do it. They you know, do a lot, you know, of stuff online and stuff, and very fun. They have their own show. They've been able to do some extraordinary things. But recently, some old tweets from Mero came up, and he was disrespecting black women, and you know, the girls pulled up and said, "Oh my gosh, Mero, like, what's the tea?" And in typical fashion, so what happens is just like, "Oh, that's old news." This is not necessarily what Mero said. But a lot of people say, "Oh, this new, why y'all bring up old stuff, da 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 da, why, what you gonna, this ain't making no sense, they were young." I am tired of the young and dumb experience. I'm tired of people saying that, "Oh girl, I was young and dumb, I did not know." Yes, we'll give you that. But how many people have you hurt in your time of being young and dumb? Because there were a lot of folks who hurted me as a young gay black teenager. So because y'all young and dumb and pushed me to the point of suicide, Are y'all young and dumb too? Like, do I excuse, like, what's going on? Like, it's just, like, what's the you don't get excused for hurting black women when you were 15, 14 years old. You just don't. I don't give that energy to these 12, 13-year-olds that are on TikTok right now being trash. Like, I'm not gonna do it. You trash on TikTok, no ma'am. Like, no. Y'all only sorry y'all get caught. But now Mero has mentioned several times of how problematic they were in the past. But just coming out and saying, oh girl, I was problematic in the past, I've already talked about that, that doesn't absolve you. That doesn't absolve you. And I'm not coming down on him, but it doesn't absolve you. What happens? Because it has happened to me sometimes. People have said, well, Justin, you know, he can't be current because he did this. And every single time it comes up, every time that someone mentions something that I have said, I'm going to apologize. And I'm going to talk about it, because that is something I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. So me, that's the very least. I will talk about it to it. I'm blue in the face. Blue in the face. Somebody called me out on some fat phobia related to, you know, what Messy Miles said about me several years ago, about him calling me, you know, musty and all that. And somebody used that as a, you know, thing to say, well, you can't be carrying my fat folks. You was out here dragging Messy Miles. Yes, I was. I was very hurt when he made those comments about me and saying that I was musty and funky, because that is some anti-black fat phobic stuff for you to think just because I'm fat and I'm black that I'm funky and I've been around you and I'm not. Like, that hurt me. So I retaliated with the same thing, which was trash. But they had every right to call me. Well, they didn't have a right because they were thin. Ain't no thin person gonna call me out on a fat phobia. Another fat person can call me out and say, girl, what's the tea? And people ask me and I say, girl, this is what it is. And look what has happened. This is what happened. They did this. I responded. Look at the stuff I've done throughout the time. Not what I have not said, but what I have said after that. That's what's important. You can't be out here saying, oh, that was 10 years ago. Yeah, but what are your thoughts on it now? Because you might not have spoke on it. You might not have said anything else about it in this time frame. But we need to know what your thoughts are in 2020. So when somebody calls you out on something, someone pulls up old tweets and stuff, don't respond and say, oh girl, that was 20, 50 years ago. I don't care. 100 years ago, they were throwing black folks on trees and stuff. So girl, oh, that was a thing of the past. You're not going to do that. Now, the stuff that you're doing probably is not harmful as something that was done by white folks 100 years ago, but you need to be able to offer us an explanation of why you felt like that and how you feel like that to this day. What do you feel? What is your politic right now, especially if you haven't? Now, if you have spoke on it and you have done better, then people will come out and defend you, which is what they did with Mero. They said, well, girl, da da da, and they did. That's what's supposed to happen. But Mero, I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember what exactly he said in his response. But I noticed that this week, there were a lot. Blockzilla got called out by some girl on Twitter for harassment. This other guy, Chris Styles, got called out for harassment and stuff. All these black men in power and stuff got called out for harassment and all types of stuff. Rightfully so, girl. You can't be out here advocating for protecting black women and protecting folks and all this other stuff. Then when somebody that you cool with get called out on stuff, you quiet. That it doesn't work like that. There's another person that's gotten a lot of attention over the last couple of years, who I really don't even think has the range, but because the way they look, they've been able to move in spaces and stuff. They got called out, not for harassment or anything, but they got called out for trying to almost defend this person. And I can understand some folks like, girl, I don't want to be in that mess, but like, black women built your brand. If you are out here defending someone out here causing harm to a black woman, then I'm questioning where your stance is at. Because you can't be out here defending and saying all these things, all these cute buzzwords, and then when the time is really here for you to stand up, then you out here defending. It's not making any sense to me. It's guillotine across the board for me. I don't play about that. And folks know that I don't play about that. So you can't be out here calling folks out strangers when it's convenient for you. But when it's like in your face, you don't do it. The same thing. I love my mother dearly. And sometimes my mother does say some stuff that is homophobic and, you know, I ain't here for it. And I had to call her right out and say, girl, this ain't it. We ain't been talking the last couple of days. Miss talking to my mother. I love her dearly. But I can't be out here fighting the fight all throughout my life. And I'm getting on the phone, my mama out here saying, you know, trash stuff about queer folks. I can't do that. I can't do that. Like, across the board. And people know that. People say, Justin, you shouldn't be, I can't be out here calling folks out that it's easy for me to call strangers out and folks I don't like. The hard part is calling folks out who you do know and who you do care about. That's the hard part. That's when it matters. It doesn't really affect me that much to call out such and such a TikToker who out here saying trash stuff about trans folks and black folks and all this other stuff. They're calling out the black rapper who was, you know, talking about a dark-skinned child that didn't even exist. It don't cost me nothing to call it out. But when I am in the presence of people who are supposed to be close to me and I cannot do that, then if I cannot do that, then everything else is null and void. It doesn't make any sense. You can't be out here. It's the same thing when I see, like, girl, I'm saying these bullets for the fly. You can't be out here dragging white folks 24/7 and then every relationship you ever been in, you in a relationship with a white person. You can't be out here dragging white folks 24/7 and then when you go into the club, all you was around is a bunch of white folks. Like, it doesn't add up. The politics ain't matching. It's easy to call folks out that you don't know. But can you call folks in when you do know them? That's the important part. So just a reminder. And my time will probably come, somebody gonna promise to come and say, Justin, you had said something trash about such and such. I hated a lot of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reviews that I did some years ago. And some of them have been deleted. Some of them are going forever. And some of them are still there. But when people call me out on it, I will answer it every time because they're concerned about how I feel right now in 2020, 21, 22, whatever. The people who are calling folks out to be asking are concerned about what your mindset is right now. Some of them, most of them will forgive you. We love a comeback story. Most of them folks will be like, okay, girl, and if folks choose not to, that's their job. A lot of folks call me negative for so long and say I'm always negative, I'm always this and that. I'm not gonna beg you to stay with me. If you think that's what it is, then you have every right. But I've seen so many times where people have said that and they have came back and subscribed and watched and continue to support my content. So as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I ain't got to worry about nothing else. But that's my conversation. I know I turned this into a long thing, but it had to be said. I love y'all so much. Make sure y'all being safe. Make sure that you are following me on Instagram tomorrow to be ready for the essential worker giveaway thing, or just giving away to folks, period. So make sure you're following and staying tuned for that. I will be posting it on Instagram tomorrow afternoon. That will be Friday. That'll be the first of the month because some folks got some bills to pay and we got to help these folks out. So I love y'all so much. Until next time, I'll talk to you later on tonight. Bye.
Motherfucker just took my money.